Hey. Back in the man cave. Regular time, the Buccaneers off today, so we get to jump in a little later. Welcome everybody to the show. Before we get started, I want to say what's up to the All State PG, also to the All State coach. What's going on, fellas?
What's up, fellas? How y'all doing?
Oh boy.
Red Devil Nation, baby. Red Devil Nation, dog.
Hey, well, on that note, we back again at the last regular season. Last week of the regular season has been a crazy season like none ever in the history of seasons. So we're gonna go ahead and get started, just like we've been doing all year with Tuma State. You got anything on your dome, coach? I mean PG to talk about?
Yeah, I had my post today. I tagged you guys in. I want to get y'all feedback on what I posted. Basically, I made that post a year ago, I think, or 2 years ago, before we actually started this podcast, and it was more so saying that kids need to play for what's on the front of the jersey instead of the personals that we see going on a lot right now. Where kids are actually playing for the sense that it's all about them, and parents as well. We get you hear that a lot about parents complaining about certain people and on other teams or coaches and all that. So I kind of want to get y'all take on it, but really more so about these kids that's coming to high school actually playing for state championships, and then the questions I ask, pretty much, and get you guys take on it.
You go ahead, Coach Ball.
You go ahead. I'm pulling it up.
Yeah, me too.
I'm pulling it up, coach. Oh, I'm talking about it. Yeah. Well, I kind of vaguely remember what you're saying as far as about playing for what's on the front of the jersey as I pull it up, and not what's on the back. That has become harder and harder for folks to do, unfortunately. And you would think that it wouldn't be, but it is. And I can just tell you from the standpoint of Polk hoops how you'll be amazed with how much I get checked when I post something, as far as I got this thing wrong. I got this brother. I share with y'all most times when folks be saying stuff, and it's just like, anyway, you just be amazed with some of the stuff. But you said, so the first thing you say, stop blaming others for your poor work. How many days and hours have you spent in the gym alone? This year, how many pickup games with older men have you participated in? How many shots did you put about the practice? Parents that the coaches coach your kids, stop living, drink. Parents stop posting. Number 5 is big. Stop posting your kids' stats. College coaches don't care. They're not going to ask you how they play. They're going to contact the coach. But and the 6th one, I guess it didn't happen as much this year, did it? Parents and kids stop all this transferring different schools for all the wrong reasons.
It did. It did happen.
Well, I'm saying, was it for the wrong reasons? It happened, but were the reasons legitimate? Were they, and I guess everybody,
all of the transfers were for the right reason. And I just used Walt last year as an example, because one parent was talking about that, and I used Walt basically saying he wanted to get coached. He wanted to learn how to play basketball. So that's kind of why he made the move. You know what I'm saying? I know for a fact, I ain't gonna say I know for a fact, but one of the kids that did transfer was another reason was behind that. They felt that way. But think about Trey leaving Lakeland, from our understanding, was more of he ain't coaching football, not for a reason of
But has he benefited? Has he benefited from being over there?
All right, that's a good question to ask you, Polk Hoops.
Well, it's a boomerang. All right. Well, I'm gonna. This is my thing. In Trey's case, we all can agree. Us three, not saying everybody else going to agree, but we can all agree that Trey at the next level is going to have to play the one.
Correct.
Although he's one of the top shooters in the area, possibly the state, he's not going to play that. He's not going to play that at the next level. So he's going to have to play the point.
Correct.
Going to Santa Fe, he is the point guard.
He wouldn't have been the point at Lakeland, basically.
He would not have been the point guard at Lakeland.
So, in other words, he made a decision then.
In that scenario, then it made sense because he's going to get 2 years to play the point, and he got a big time player that that he playing with to help But at Lakeland, you got Taylor, you got the Zipper, you got at least 3 or 4 guys. The VAR kid. So we would not have played the point at Lakeland.
Yeah.
So if you look at that next level, then that made sense for him in his situation because he got a chance to become more well-rounded. He wouldn't have gotten that chance at Lakeland because of what he would have been playing. So if you ask me about him, I would say no. Over there, he's able to get people involved. He's able to impact the game. He's able to do stuff over there that he wasn't going to do at Lakeland. And there's no knock against Lakeland. There's no knock against him. It's just the role that he would play at Lakeland, he wasn't going to play.
He would have got him prepared for the next level. Yeah, that's why I said that's a good question for you to answer, and I agree. The kid that went to Discovery, who transferred from
1A. That was a good move for him.
That seemed like a good move for him.
It was a great move for him because at Winter he was going to be on the block. He was going to be a post kid with all the guards they got over at Discovery. He able to get out on the wing. He able to create. He able to get up more shots. So it was a great move for him too. Nothing against Coach Woodside, but just for his sake. I mean, look at his production.
Yeah,
he was barely averaging 6 a game at Winter Haven. And he done went for 40, 190, went for 30 another. I mean, so it definitely made sense.
Definitely was a good move. The twins from Auburndale, the twins that transferred from Haynes to Auburndale, with no lock of who the head coach was going to be, and Antbo getting the job late. Seems like it was a good move for them. I mean,
you look at Diego. I mean,
Diego is another one.
I mean, now they all back.
Diego a good move?
That's the best move for Diego to transfer.
Be good. Was Jenkins going to be good? A lot better with Diego. Was that a great move for Diego?
I'll let Billy D answer that one. Go ahead, Coach. I ain't gonna let you keep by.
No. I'm trying to process all of this. I think in the end, Diego's move had nothing to do with the next level. I'm pretty sure Diego move really came about putting himself in the best position to win. I really think he didn't have confidence in the group that was coming back, and he basically, would just want to put himself in the best position to win. I mean, he didn't get his scholarship offer from high school. Obviously they saw him, at some point during the summer. So I think in the end, Diego made the best move for him. In the end, kids want to win too. Kids want to win too. So I think in the end, that was the best move for Diego.
Was Tomlin a good move?
Who?
Tomlin. And his name Tomlin Alvin, grown
Yeah.
man.
Yes, yes.
I think that was a
Alvin,
terrible move. I think that was a terrible move.
um, in his situation, um, the thing is that I don't think they're gonna win more than what he did at Sebring. You know, last year he was able to make a Final Four. You know, if he stays at Sebring, I think he has a chance to make a Final Four again. Blicker got to go through a gauntlet over at Santa Fe, and it's, you know, the chances are stacked against them that they're able to make a Final Four. I'm hoping that they make it, but you know, the chances are stacked against them. Santa Fe has done a great job getting a tough schedule to prepare for it. Um, but as far as winning goes, I think he's, you know,
I haven't watched a
I
lot of
think it
Santa
was
Fe games. All right. But you see the highlights and the games I've been at. I don't think it was a good move for the next level.
I mean, he actually had more production when he was at Sebring. And he played with, I think, a good supporting cast with the Brown kid that went to Warner. Both of them, I think Alvin averaged about 19 or 20, and Brown was up there around 17 or 18 too. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I look at? You know what I look at for me? Now he had more freestyle. He had more freestyle to play like open. Does that help you at the next level? I think it's gonna hurt him. Depending on where you go to school at.
And
I just think he doesn't have enough organized basketball in him right now. I think he's a grown man. He's a freak of nature at the high school level. I'm just like the basketball part of organized basketball. I don't see like the way he plays. It's fun to watch, but is it a plus at the next level? He gonna have to play the three at the next level too, right? So that was helpful because Blicker put him in that position to run 2-3. But I don't see a basketball. I don't see a basketball player. I see an athlete playing basketball, a freak of nature playing basketball. So I think it's gonna take him a year or two. I hope he picks the right school.
I think the verdict is not in on whether that was a great move for him or not. We know that Blicker's a trainer, so I'm hoping that he's getting the work in off the court that's preparing him for the next level. But I mean, as of right now, I can't really say if that was a great move for him.
Wise, I think Blicker doing a good job with him, bro. I've seen, and this ain't not no disrespect. Is he? How much better is he than Jimmy Baker?
I think that's a tough comparison, Tuma. It's two different times too. I think so.
But I'm saying, like, I want your honest opinion because Jimmy was a dominant down low player, right? And he had to transition to a guard position at coming into college his first year. So that's why I'm asking, like, how much better he was, like where he's at now. Jimmy was like 26, 27 a game, right?
I don't remember. But he was. Skill wise, I think Alvin was better than Jimmy. He had a pull up jump shot. He could shoot the three better, and I think he had a higher upside than Jimmy. I don't think he's tougher than Jimmy. He's not tougher than Jimmy.
Yeah, but so you think he has a better jump shot and
Yeah.
Okay, and you said what else now? I'm only asking because that's who he kind of reminds me of. And
he can shoot the three too. You know what I'm saying? I didn't think I don't think Jimmy's jump shot is better than Alvin's.
So you think he's more ready at the three position? That's basically what I'm asking because Jimmy had to transition to a 2-3, which Alvin is considered a 3, right? Like he's already locked.
I think he is. He played that for when he was down in Sebring, he was on the wing. You know what I'm saying? He had to defend down low, you know, but I think Princeton did a great job on putting him in positions where he's not, trying to play with his back to the basket.
I mean,
But
that's one thing. He didn't have to play. He don't have to guard the block with Santa Fe. They got the Wilson kid guarding the other team 5-man. So that kind of helped out a little bit. Kind of help him to play on the wing and kind of be explosive like he is. What about KJ? Was that a good move? I saw somebody that for his transfer.
If you would say to learn how to play a complete game of basketball under a disciplined coach, McGriff is more disciplined, and we talked about it. You said he wouldn't average no more than 10 points, 10, 11 points a game. He had to learn how to defend or he wouldn't play. It was a good move for what his dad was looking for in him to learn a complete way to play basketball. It was a bad move on the offensive side in a sense that he hasn't been allowed to improve his game as a guard, which right now we look at him as a point guard.
I don't think that was a short-term decision, though. I think that was a decision for the long term.
Yeah, he's there to stay.
I mean, we all knew going there that his offensive game was going to take a hit, and which that is fine. My thing is that if he becomes a better basketball player in the end, I think the move will be worth it. I think you're going to see. He already
is a better basketball player because he's
exactly. You're going to see a way better KJ the next 2 years because
he's still slow on defense, but he's learning how to play defense the way that they wanted him to learn. So I don't see it as a bad decision. And I mean, to say that, saying it's like saying Shaw don't know what he's doing on the defensive side. I just think KJ was more mentally focused on putting up 20, 25 when he was at Kathleen to now he got to focus on playing good defense, learning how to move to the right spot, learning how to jump to the ball, learning how to do everything to stay on the floor, which is going to get him prepared for the next level. You know what
you're talking about him is becoming a complete guard in all aspects of the game.
No, so, I think his ball hand. I think I need to get him this summer. I think he need to work on actually handling the ball a lot better. He struggled this year. He wasn't comfortable with it. Even when I saw him playing, especially against Kathleen, it looked like he was an 8th grader playing a point position. So I definitely want to work with him on that this summer. But I don't think it was a bad move. I'm not even saying Alvin was a bad move because more people are saying. I see one person saying he's already next level ready. I just don't agree with that. I mean, it's a lot. It's a lot. It depends on where you go to school at to say he's next level ready. I don't think he defends well. We haven't seen him play a legit 2 guard. He's basically been guarding the post players even when at Santa Fe. So I think that's something he's gonna have to learn to do. Is like step out of that element and actually play a 6'5" to 6'7" 2 guard that has the same motor as him. Has a good first step, so he's got some things he got to learn offensively. Yeah, he can get it, in ways that most can't. It just depends on where you go to school at. That makes you make the right choice as far as the system you play in.
Just to jump in, what Toomer's post was about. One concern I have, Toomer, is culture. And I'm talking about the culture of the programs. Do these programs have the pride in their school and in their program that they had 10, 15 years ago? Like you got on Kathleen Red Devils right now. All right. We always see every week on how Red Devil Nation jumps on a podcast or jumps on, they always support, correct? You know what I'm saying? That was a culture that was built. As early as with Barnes, then with Lakeland Fire, it was, do the kids now have that tradition and culture inside, anymore? You know what I'm saying? It's like, when we came up in Lake Wells, that's all we knew. You know what I'm saying? It was just about being a Highlander. We was winning in football, we was winning in basketball. That was the expectation. You know what I'm saying? The expectation was to work hard, go to weightlifting, do skill development. I mean, that was the culture that we built, and that's all we knew. Do these kids know that anymore? is the same pride and tradition built at Kathleen, at Lakeland, at Bartow? Do it hold the same weight? You know what I'm saying? We can see it in the kids that we saw, 10, 15 years ago. You know what I'm saying? But is that culture still there? As far as parents go, people talk about coaches all the time, and they talk about parents all the time.
And they talk about players. They talk about the other players on the team all the time.
There has been a shift in society, period. I remember growing up, you know what I'm saying? It takes a village to raise a child. It takes a village to raise a child. Now we picking and choosing when we allow that village to raise that child. You know what I'm saying? So parents are not giving the same access to the children anymore. They like your program should be an extension of the home. All right. So whatever the values and characteristics that they're instilling at home, we should be emphasizing that in our program. And right now, I think in most cases that we're not on the same page.
So let's say this. I want to get this clear. If we had to vote today, so I don't want nobody sitting here saying I'm just talking bad and hating. If we had a vote today, my pick for player of the year would be Alvin Tomlin. That doesn't mean that I think he's ready to play Division I basketball as a 2 guard. You see what I'm saying? So I pick him. Mm-hmm. He's the grown man player of the year for me. If we had to pick today. But I still think that depending on what school he goes to and who's the coach of that program will determine if I think he's prepared. Because you guys who be getting on here and saying he can score at will, he can get up 40 any type of game, he's ready to play at a D1 level. I don't think you guys understand what college basketball is compared to high school basketball. And when I say organized basketball, I'm talking about a kid who probably have to learn how to play 2 positions, the 2 and 3, learn how to understand the system that he's going to. Is it the same system that he was in high school, or has he been coached by that type of system? Also, learning 60 plays compared to learning 3 plays on a team. Not saying that Blicker does 3 plays, but most high school teams are going to run 3 sets. You're going to learn 60 to 70 sets at the next level. All that takes into account of understanding organized basketball at a Division I level. Everybody's saying he can shoot. You can. I've seen guys can shoot good in high school and then get in college and shoot 30% because of the way coaches film and break down each kid that they're playing against. All that stuff matters. I mean, so that's why I'm asking those questions.
And I agree with you, Tuma. I mean, to be college ready is different. All right, first of all, mama's not there no more. Dad's not there no more. They're not there to wake you up for class. Most of the time, especially now, most people work out in the morning or potentially have practice in the morning. You go to class in the afternoon. You have to, it's different. Not only do you have your practice time, you have your individual time where you might have to do some kind of skills training or your strength and conditioning. And not on top of that, you might have study hall. You know what I'm saying? It's the whole thing that comes with college, not only playing. Then what type of environment are you playing in? Florida Southern, great thing about Florida Southern is that their possession, they have a wall behind them. What if you play in one of those big arenas that don't have a wall? Are you ready? Is your game transitioning to that where you can shoot inside of that arena? I don't see great teams go to Lakeland and struggle because they can't shoot in an open arena. You know what I'm saying? Shooters can adjust, but a lot of people struggle when you start looking at those other factors.
Yeah, I don't think people understand that question. Like somebody said, he's D1. I think he's Division I too.
He's a Division
I talent. D1. Is he gonna be ready going to the next level? Let me give you 2 points. Let me give a prime example of what I think it happened to some kids. All right, we get a lot of Lakeland football players that are Division I Power 5 guys, right? They get to those schools, and what's the first thing they do? when it doesn't go their way. They transfer because they're not ready to play at that level and understand the difference of the game. All right. All of that comes with who coach you for years, who you've been under an AAU, all that stuff there matters. All right. Is he been transitioning as even coaching, ready for the next level for this first year? Or he a kid we're gonna see get somewhere, have to learn how to play positions that he wasn't prepared to play. Coach can tell you anything. Oh yeah, you're gonna play the 3 for us, and next thing you know, you playing the 2 and the 1, and you can't handle those positions. All that stuff matters, man.
They'll tell you whatever they want to tell you to get you there.
I mean, you got to take all that in consideration. The program that you're playing for, the coach that you're playing for. You know what I'm saying? The coach might not even be. The coach might not even be there. You know, all 4 years. Then what? You know what I'm saying? So,
hey, listen, man. I ain't finna be down on no AAU teams, bro. But I've yet to see some dominant AAU programs around here, bro, with AAU coaches. I disagree with that. You're not gonna. Ain't too many Billy D's and Burners that coach high school basketball that are coaching at a high level AAU team. Hey, all them AAU teams be basically about one thing: recruiting to get the best players. They ain't doing no damn coaching. I ain't seen that, bro. Ain't too many of them. You gonna just tell me like they out there AAU programs are coaching and teaching kids how to play. Most of these circuit coaches, they are wannabe, wish they were that good when they were in high school. And what can I get offered to me for as freebies? If I get these amount of players, I've been there. I've been up under that. I've coached around that, and I've seen guys only want to be around it with their hand out. I can get you so many different players, and they ain't teaching. They're not coaching these kids. I yet to see that. I mean, maybe times have changed because I've been away from it for a while, but I ain't no damn AAU coach good at coaching no basketball, man. Them guys want money. Them guys want shoe deals. They want anything they can get their hands on to get the right players on their program. If that's changed, man, power to AAU. Well, Billy D, I know you ain't finna sit there and tell me that's changed.
No, I mean It's more of a higher gun system now than it was even back then. You
exactly. It's a cutthroat business.
They barely even practice, you know.
Exactly my point. And that's why I quit coaching it, bro. That's why I left the program. When I saw what these guys were doing at each one teach one and how shady they were and how sneaky they were doing things, that's why I walked away from it. Because it wasn't about practicing and development no more.
So, and I saw what somebody said something about that Alvin was going against Trigg the other night. Trigg gave Alvin 40, so that ain't a good comparison. I mean, they won the game, but you know what I'm saying?
Again, look what Sean's saying now. He's training and coaching. Man, it's a million trainers out there, bro.
But I do agree that he's gonna go D1 because he has that athletic ability, like you said, but it's gonna be very important for him to choose the right school where he can develop. I don't know if he's gonna jump right in as a true freshman, but he might. You never know.
I just say freestyle. I don't see freestyle players jumping in at a Power 5 coming in. That's just my opinion, bro. I ain't saying I'm Mr. Perfect. I just don't see a lot of freestyle guys who don't understand how to play system basketball. I ain't seen that in Tumblin. I ain't saying if he'd have stayed at Sebring, I ain't saying he would have got that. I didn't see that when I saw him at the state. I see a freestyle kid. You know what I'm saying? That's not an organized basketball player. That's a big difference to me.
It's just like you say, it's just that transition, and that's probably the biggest thing that, like you said, they have to adjust to. So the first thing is you have to choose the right school for you, not the school for the front page of the paper or that sound look good on 24/7 Sports or Rivals.com. And that's the thing that a lot of these kids struggle with when they have options. They go for, and that's like you was talking about the football deal with the Lakeland kids. There's plenty of those kids not just Lakeland, but Lakeland is always the headliner when it comes to football. There's plenty of those kids that didn't make the right choice, and we know it because they didn't end up there. We saw a kid the other day in the gym, bro, when we was leaving out. He about to go in the portal. Remember the kid? I'm not, ain't gonna say names or nothing, but he chose a school that he probably shouldn't have chose what we said coming out, and now he in the portal. And it's just like that portal thing ain't as easy right now because people getting to keep their eligibility. So you jumping in there, it ain't a guarantee that you're gonna come out of there on the back end where where you think you should be.
Hey, I hope because he got a D1 offer, so we're not questioning the D1. I think people keep saying that like we ain't saying the D1.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying
the right school. No, I'm talking about the people in the comments.
Oh, okay.
He needs to choose, and when I mean choose the right school, you need to understand the style of basketball that they play. How does it fit you? Okay, one of the reasons why I chose Gordon Gibbons because Scott, we went to that camp every year, and they played the same style of defense and the motion offense. All right, in my senior year, he transitioned the offense that they were running. We kind of ran the same thing. You have to choose though. You don't want to be a slasher or aggressive drive to the basket, can dunk on people, and then go to Rollins High School, go to Rollins College, and they run a flex offense where you can't drive, where they just running a motion. You got to know where you're going. It sounds good to go to Virginia Tech, and then they run the Boston flex, and you ain't got no clue on how to operate as a player in the flex system. So you got to make all that matters. Breaking down film with a team. If kids not need to do that, man, let me go watch game film with this team and how this coach to see if that fits me. Not the name of the school. Sometimes let's break down how this team play because you could. Hey, the greatest can go to the greatest. One of the greatest Hall of Famers went to North Carolina, and it took them 3 years to get good. Right? It took 30 seasons for Ben Scott to be.
You was all-state PG, All-American in college. Coach Billy D, you high-level basketball player, football player. If you line it up against a kid and a kid going off, getting you 40, how long are you going to allow that to happen before you say, hey, coach, I got him? At some point, anyway, I see somebody, y'all see where I'm going with this. If Trick gave you 40, at what point do it become personal? Like, he ain't finna give us 40. It's a team effort. Everybody was at him. Maybe it's different.
The best player need to swallow his pride.
Say again?
The best player need to swallow his pride and guard him.
At what point does that not happen? Like, hey, man, look. All right.
Man.
But anyway.
I haven't seen no college game. I watch college basketball. I haven't seen no college game moving to freestyle. That's NBA freestyle, bro. But hey man, I'll say that, I just ain't seen that. I haven't seen no freestyle, bro. You tell me what team is freestyling. I just want to understand that, bro.
Hey, but remember when we had what's name on the show a couple months back before he went overseas? Kid you coached, Billy D, coach, Lake West kid.
Who went to Savannah State? No,
they went to Savannah State. What he said, it wasn't right. He left. Because the system they was running didn't fit what he did, and then when they brought the other kid back, it worked for him. So the system that the team run, like you said, it's no guarantee. I mean, the team could here today, gone tomorrow, but based off what you projecting the team to look like that you going to is very important. Like you said with Alvin, he going to a team that run a flex probably ain't gonna be a good look for him because that ain't the type of kid he is. So it's very important that hopefully. I mean, and Coach Blicker do a good job with that. So, and it's and I guess the one family guy y'all talking about. Hopefully, the people that's in his camp help him out with that and get him to the right.
This is a good question, y'all. See, what's the difference between Alvin and Keyshawn? To me, prep school. Keyshawn going to that prep school and being able to compete and understand the game. But am I missing something? Has Keyshawn dominated his first 2 years at South Carolina other than getting highlight dunks? Was he averaging like freshman of the year, 15 points a game, NBA conversation? Am I missing something with the Keyshawn thing?
He ain't. I read an article the other day that said that I guess the coach felt like he finally starting to kind of develop into a role, but prior to this year, he's been a highlight. He's been a highlight rep. He'll take off on you. But like you said, as far as he
hasn't even averaged 10 points a game the first 2 years.
I don't know his averages, but I know they're not like 15, 18. But I mean, like you say,
this year he's coming to mode this year, right?
Yeah, I think that's what I say. I read an article where the coach was saying he's starting to kind of understand, and like we said about even like Bate. I mean, ain't many people that can just jump in the college game and just transition. It take a while to learn that speed and get used to it. So everybody is different. But from what I read, he's finally getting into it. But prior to this year, these first 2 years, he wasn't dominating. As far as he got the highlights, he got the ESPN stuff that people go ooh and ah about. But like you're saying, becoming a complete ball player, I think it's his third year, so you figure around this time that'll be the time that it happens. So he becoming more of a consistent guy. I saw he had like a double. That's how he had like 18 and 10 or 19 and 12 or something like that other night in a conference game they won. So from what I can see, it's like he's starting to put it together. So.
Hey, I just hope between him and his family, because again, he's my player of the year, but he got to choose the right school. You know what I'm saying? That's important for the transition. If you guys in the comments feel like the freestyle play of just bringing the ball up, dunking, not running sets, and moving around is what college basketball is right now, then your kid need to transfer to Santa Fe or any of those schools that do that.
Yeah,
we'll see. We'll see.
So, all right. Well, we'll kind of continue that conversation, but we're gonna transition. Team of the week. We had 3 teams that went undefeated. There's probably more than that, but 3 that we kind of came up with. First one is Lakeland. Lakeland went 4-0 on the week. Lakeland beat Strawberry Crest 64-56. They beat Ocoee 87-4. They beat Sickles 63-59. They beat Lake Gibson 73-51. Santa Fe went 3-0 on the week. They won 4 or 5 in a row, but they won 3 this week. They beat Tampa Prep 59-42. They beat Osceola 64-55, and then they beat Carrollwood Day 78-71. And Lakeland Christian went 3-0 on the week. They beat Discovery 81-44. They beat Brooks to Barlow 72-51, and they beat Cypress Creek 92-50. Who y'all pick for team of the week?
To me, hand down Santa Fe. To me, I like Hen stepped up and they on the road now, but to see us get at Blicker about losing, playing a competitive schedule, and come back and win some big games, I mean, hats off to Santa Fe and them boys.
Okay,
I have to agree with Toomer. I think they don't won like 5 in a row, maybe 6 in a row. So Blicker is starting to peak at the right time. But I really love what Hen is doing at Lakeland. They're starting to win at the right time also. But my pick would be Santa Fe.
Yeah, I think.
Hey, let me get back to one more point before we move on, because the freestyle thing kind of got me. But my little brother, my brother say, look at Rutgers. Man, Rutgers trash, man. Of course, they probably out there jacking. They sorry as hell. About Rutgers, bro. We talking about man. Rutgers. Rutgers trash, dude.
Oh man. Okay. So Santa Fe for team of the week. Shout out to Coach Blicker and the Crimson Hawks.
Hey, listen, Coach. Hey, Polk Hoops. You ain't gonna keep throwing me and Billy D under the bus, and you ain't mentioning your team, whether it's true or not. We need to hear who you want to. You know, been silent all year, man.
It don't matter if y'all too over doing the rules. That's how we roll.
Who do you pick, man? It's always on me and Billy D. Who was your team of the week?
Based off of the quality, nothing taking that away from, like you say, from Hen. He ain't got all his kids back now. I see the box score. He got more numbers out there, so he getting together at the right time. But yeah, based off the quality of the opponent that he played, I would go with Santa Fe too.
But shout out to Coach. Hey, shout out to Coach Hen, Coach Thutter, and that coaching staff. They peaking at the right time as well. 4 big wins. They finally getting together. So that's great. Going in the district, that's where you want to be at. You want to get better at the end.
Yes, sir. So we're gonna transition right into the player of the week. Got 4 nominees. First one from Lakeland, Vez Glover. He had 22 points, 14 rebounds against Strawberry Crest, 18 points against Ocoee, 15 points against Sickles, and 14 points against Lake Gibson. Johnny Torrance had 25 points against Osceola. He was like 7 for 8 from the 3-point line. I think he was like 5 for 5 in the third quarter alone. 27 points against Carrollwood Day. I think he had like 14 against Tampa Prep. Senior night, he didn't play as much because they played the seniors on that night. Marshall Hearn, probably the best kept secret in this area. Folks don't know about. Sophomore out of Sebring, he had 21.6 rebounds against Frostproof, 17 points, 4 rebounds against Tampa Catholic. And Alvin Tumlin, for the week, he averaged 16.7 points a game, 57% from the field, 6 rebounds a game, 4 assists, 2 steals, and 4 blocks. So,
hey, one more comment before we go back. I forgot to mention a good friend of mine on here out of Lake County said that each one teach one. Derek Campbell said each one teach one. Got coaches that are legit, like they over there teaching. Man, shit. They getting the best players, man. Ain't no teaching going on each one teach one, man. That stopped when Bernie Hayes, Billy D, Larry Murphy, Corey Toomer, all us left.
Hey, man.
They got the best players because they got the best check coming to them kids. Now we're back to our regular scheduled program.
Okay. And transition back.
All right. Who y'all got? I'm impressed with both Vez and Johnny Torrance. And I want to say that I saw the comments, man. They got heated about picking the player of the week on your comments. All right. Yeah. They got a little personal out there, bro.
I didn't see the personal.
Man, it was a little beefy. I mean, you couldn't tell, but you can go by how picks was. I ain't seen that many posts of players that are picked for player of the week anytime you don't post it. So that's when you know it's getting picked. It's like people is going to ask people, go vote for my son. Ain't no voting going on player of the week on Polk Hoops. Us three decide that. So I just want to put that out there because it was just Torrance, Vez. People I ain't never seen on Polk Hoops went responding. So I guess it was a whole lot of tags and text messages going on. Stop it. Stop it. But for me, I think both Vez and Torrance had a great week, and both their teams went undefeated. So I would like to do a co-player of the week and give both of them player of the week for this week, man.
I'm not opposed to that. As you said, because of their performance during this week, they made their teams better and they pushed their teams through. Very impressed with Johnny Torrance and the numbers that he put up, especially with the teammates that he has and that we talk about all the time. For him to put up those.
Bro? Has Trey been doing anything over there? Because we ain't talked about Trey all year.
Trey learning how to play the PG. He averaging 14 a game.
Oh, that's good.
The coach said, yeah. I mean, he in a different role. So he ain't hitting the 6 and 7 through the game. Yeah, it's a different situation.
That's good. I was really asking.
Y'all remember at the beginning of the year we caught slack when we listed Johnny Torrance with the seniors, and now he looking like one of the top. I mean, the best. He got to be one of the most improved, up for most improved.
Definitely.
But
I was impressed with
remember the flag we took when we was when it came out when we had listed him like what he had done and all this kind of stuff. So now
look,
to see that he actually validated what was being said early on, because sometimes folks be ready to comment and criticize you when they don't even really have an idea what's going on. So
I was impressed with Johnny Torrance when all three of us was at the Auburndale Santa Fe game. I told y'all that I was like, yo, I'm impressed with the kid. I just saw other things that were small things that
that was huge. I was telling y'all that he might have been the most important guy they picked up. Outside, you talk about Alvin and Trey as the headliners, but he might be the most important guy. And I'm happy that he actually, showing it. That but so I'm good with that. Like you say, both are well deserved. So I'm giving Coach but I'm good with a co-player of the week.
Coach Jones, Antbo, like it's hard to pick one both of them had great weeks. And I've been in a situation where I was player of the week with another person as well. I mean, I was impressed with both of them. You know, I was more impressed with Torrance, but I don't want to take away from what Glover did and how Lakeland has actually responded because of his play.
Yeah.
For me, I mean, but you got a good point that we need to be man up. But I mean, I was impressed with both of them, man. To hear 25 and 27 and don't hear nobody else stats, I was impressed. I'm like, whoa. I'm not surprised about Vez doing that. I mean, I saw Vez dominate Kathleen. I wasn't surprised by that. I was surprised to hear Johnny Torrance getting 25 and 27.
Yeah.
I didn't expect to hear that.
Against pretty good competition too.
Yeah.
So.
And they say he was letting loose threes. They say he was shooting. He was a shooter.
Yeah. What you got, Coach? What you think about it?
Like I said, I agree with what Toomer said. I'm fine with both being player of the week. Like I said, Johnny Torrance against the competition that they had. I'm very impressed with that. I'm happy for the kid. I'm happy for the program. Like I said, we give Blicker a hard time.
Yeah.
But now they're starting to peak at the right time. And the same thing with Hen. You know, because of those two kids' performance, you know, it shows in their record this past week. So why not recognize both of these kids? You know, I'm fine with recognizing both of them. I mean, if we had to pick one, I'll pick one. But, you know, we're here to celebrate these kids, not, you know, to cause a division or anything like that. We're here to celebrate kids. That's what we're here to do. So why not?
Hey, if he ain't learned one thing, Vez Glover need that ball.
Okay,
whatever Vez did this week, Vez need to be the man.
Gotcha.
Carry on.
So we'll go to shout out to Vez from Lakeland and Johnny Torrance from Santa Fe, both co-players of the week.
Santa Fe the team of the week, right?
And Santa Fe team of the week. So hopefully, you know, when we post that, folks will see it. So I won't get crucified like I got crucified earlier this week by not showing them no love. But that's another love.
Show who love.
Y'all, I want showing Santa Fe. We want showing Santa Fe no love.
They didn't deserve no love. They were trash. They were losing.
But like we weren't posting nothing. Like
we not giving love to teams that's losing that supposed to be.
No, what I'm saying, like showing love, like they saying we weren't posting like their games and none of their stuff on the page. Like we post everybody's stuff on the page. Yeah. So, but anywho, all right. So shout out to those guys. So we're gonna move into this week's. This will be the final top 20. Because this is last week, because this starts next week. So I know, guys. I know.
Oh, man.
So 11 through 20 is by way of Polk Hoops. And then 1 through 10 is all three of us. So just put that disclaimer out there. So 16, Winter Haven. 17, Frostproof. 18, Tenor Rock. 19, Lake Gibson. 20, Lake Region. Although Lake Region almost pulled out the upset of the year the other night.
Man, you heard what happened?
Did y'all hear how they lost that game?
Yeah.
For the people that wasn't at the game.
Yeah.
Lake Region made the shot to send the game into overtime, but the kid that made the shot wasn't in the book. So Ridge got the tech and made the one free throw, and that's how they won the game.
Wow.
What a way to lose the game, man. They went to the kid was not in the book. And so Bridge got the tech and made the stuff. Dude hit the shot, and then it didn't count because he wasn't in the book. Yeah, man, that's crazy. That
brought back some memories, man. My freshman year of high school, Coach Williams' wife was the scorekeeper. And something happened where she didn't do something like that. And all the guys were cussing the lady out, man, made the lady cry. We lost the game because she didn't put something in the scores.
That's tough, man. That's tough in the streets, man.
Moment of silence for whoever the scorekeeper was or who.
Yeah, that was crazy, man. All right, we're gonna go 11 through 15. 15 Jenkins, 14 Victory.
Can you do me a favor? Can you stop real quick? Can you say their records? Do you got the records in front of you?
I ain't got the records in front of me.
Okay,
I can go get them, but I don't have them right now.
No. You good.
Okay. 15, who I said, Jenkins, 14, Victory, 13, Lakeland, 12, Sebring, 11, Vanguard.
Have we even talked about Vanguard all year? What? That's the Lake Wells team?
Yeah, we don't talk
How
about
they got
them.
the 11? We ain't heard nothing from them all year.
They was ranked earlier. They've been in there.
Oh, okay. I didn't pay attention. They ain't heard us talk about Vanguard. We ain't said nothing about one Vanguard player or anything.
Remember I told you they got a couple of decent little guards down there that ain't bad. But anywho, top 10, number 10, Discovery. That's for me, y'all. That ain't for y'all. Number 9, Lake Wells. Number 8, Hardy. I can get their records here in a minute. Number 7, Lakeland Christian. And number 6, McKeel. What's y'all take on that while I pull these records up?
Hey, McKeel got sausage put all in them, bro. The hell we so we put your 1 and 2, you get
Hey,
y'all show that score McKeel. I'm like, what in the world?
That's your fault, man.
I know it's my fault.
When you praise them teams, you put a target on their back. So
slap me, man. Golly, I don't need to talk about nobody team no more. Try to give McKeel a little credit and they get blowed. They get the sausage. Jimmy Dean too. They got the best one, Jimmy Dean.
Hey, just to answer your question, I'll go back and do the records real quick. Lake Region 2 and 7.
Damn.
Jenkins 5 and 6. Tenor Rock 6 and 10. Hold on, am I looking at the right one? Yeah. Jenkins 6 and 10. Tenor Rock 6 and 10. Frostproof 5 and 8. Vanguard 12 and 6.
Hey, I thought Frostproof wasn't even the top 20 no more.
Yeah, they hanging on.
By chin.
Lakeland 8 and 9. Lake Gibson is what they is 4 and 10.
Dang, boy, Lake Gibson rank higher than Lakeland.
No, Lakeland ranked higher than Lake Gibson.
Oh, what Lakeland rank?
Lakeland 13. Lake Gibson 19. All right. So what I just did,
you were giving the records. All right, I got you.
I did 6. Yeah, I did. So number 10, Victory is. I'm sorry, Victory ain't 10. Let me pull it back up. I'm sorry, y'all. Hold on. Number 10, Discovery. Discovery is 9 and 5. 9, Lake Wells is 9 and 5. 8, Hardy is 12 and 6. 7, Lakeland Christian is 14 and 5. And 6.
Who are the Spartans? Who are the Spartans? Somebody say
Discovery.
They got
Discovery.
Yeah, they took 8. Yeah, they got that. They got that sausage too.
They got the sausage put in them. Who put the sausage in them, man?
Ridge beat them.
Bad? The sausage mean 20 plus.
No. I don't think they got. Yeah, I think Ridge beat them. Hold on, it's one they lost.
I think it was about 10.
Oh, Lakeland Christian gave it to him.
Lakeland Christian beat them too.
Lakeland Christian put it in their life too. Yeah.
Hey, I don't even want to hear my record, boy. Good Lord. I don't think I picked Discovery. I kept saying Wheatland. I was putting that pressure on Wheat.
And Lakeland Christian 14 and 5 at number 7, and McKeel is 13 and 5 at 6. All right, top 5. Number 5, Santa Fe, 10 and 9.
Dang, man, hold on. Lakeland Christian beat them by 40?
Tell me that sausage.
Man, that's a double sausage, man. What is it? Boy, they bent over. That 2 of them bent over, man. Jesus, 40 by 40. 40 mean the clock keep running. That mean whoever is that the game you was rapping, Billy D?
No.
Oh
no.
40. Hey, listen, you get beat by 40. The clock don't stop. The game was an hour early with 40.
Hey, in their defense, I'm a shout out. In Discovery defense, that sausage Root in play, and in McKeel defense. Not saying it wouldn't have.
Hey, listen, 40. Who ain't Root?
I think McKeel captain the Barclay. One of these captains didn't play, but it still happened though. So yeah, they did get Jimmy Dean.
Can we start right there? Can we stop there? Right.
Yeah, let's start right there because that sausage means something.
My thing is though, Toomer. Okay, so one of their best players wasn't there, but they still played the game.
So,
but they still played.
Here we go.
You know what I'm saying? But they still played.
McGriff had 2 players out a whole couple times. He still played the game. Where you going with this? Where you going with this, Coach Billy D?
I'm just saying though,
Where you going with this state championship?
It's been a lot of people cancel games because they have 1 or 2 players or their best players not available, so they just cancel the game totally.
I'm finna go. I'll holler at y'all later.
What you mean? Why are you going? I mean, that's just the truth.
So
we all about keeping it real and telling the truth.
He ain't going nowhere. He's just waiting on you to say it. He's waiting on you to say it. He been waiting. No,
honest, I had forgot about that. I know we talked about it, but I totally forgot about that, man.
But my thing is, it's not only one team or one person. You know what I'm saying? It's been multiple teams do that.
Lakeland Christian. Hey, we talked about Lakeland Christian doing it, right? So I'm trying to figure out this. Let's figure this out. I know we want to get to the bottom of this. Okay. Santa Fe was supposed to play Auburndale on Monday. That game got canceled, correct?
Yes, sir.
How in the hell you play Leesburg on Tuesday? But you cancel on Monday. You just pulled a Lakeland Christian on us, right? That's what you're trying to say? You basically do the Lakeland Christian.
I'm saying that it's been a bunch of people that
do. Friday either, right? They didn't play Catalina Friday either, right?
Oh, I didn't know they were supposed to play Catalina Friday.
Yeah, they were supposed to play Catalina Friday.
I don't know. I just have an issue with. I mean, shout out to Discovery and whoever. You know, whatever your kids need to play. Kids want to play. You know what I'm saying? No matter. I'm not an advocate of putting kids at risk. So if there's a true concern, especially COVID related, totally understand. But if it's not, just because a kid get hurt or some other reason, your other kids, you don't cancel the game. You know what I'm saying? You supposed to play the game, period. You know what I'm saying? If it's COVID related and you're putting kids at risk, totally understand about canceling the game. But if it's any other reason, you're supposed to play. I don't care who you are. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to play. You know, it's no excuses. Those other kids practice. They come to practice every day. Let one of them step up and give them an opportunity. You just never know who might be there. You know, Southeastern or one of the JUCOs might be coming in there to watch somebody else, and they may see that kid. And then that kid might get a scholarship. You just never know. But I just got a problem with all these cancellations that are not COVID related.
Coaches.
Hey,
Coach's Corner.
That's Coach's Corner right there.
My bad. I ain't even transitioned to the Coach's Corner. Yeah, got it in anyway. See how we worked it in anyway.
Hey, I know we ain't gonna get that answer. We want to know why Auburndale didn't play Santa Fe on Monday and then play Leesburg on Tuesday. Then they didn't play Kathleen on Friday, correct? So you play one. I'm confused on that. Maybe we'll get an answer. Maybe we can talk about it another time in our little personal chat. But it don't look good. Like you don't want to lose a Polk County team, but you'll play anybody else outside the county, but you don't want to lose a Polk County team. That's what you're saying? That's what it looked like though, right?
I'm out of water, man.
I ain't even got no water. I'm asking the question. I ain't even getting no water, man.
Like I said, you know, that situation has questions.
Oh,
you know
Lord, breaking news. Look at this. He ain't finna cancel. He ain't got all his kids. Oh, Lord. Hey, he ain't wrong. Auburndale Lakeland Christian did it. Just welcome to the club.
To be honest, if I'm any coach this week, I'm canceling all games.
We're gonna talk about that in a minute, coach. We're gonna talk about that. We're gonna have that conversation here in a minute. 5 Santa Fe 10-9, 4 Kathleen 10-4, 3 Ridge at 12-4, 2 Bartow at 14-4, 1 Auburndale at 14-3. That's the final ranking for the regular season top 20. And the transition into the games, as you talked about, PG, tough week for us. Well, your best week of the year, though. You finished 10-3. I finished 10-3, and Coach finished 9-4. for the
Hey, hold on, my boy Mike. Hey, hey, listen, man. I don't told y'all before now. I'm a Red Devil now, Mike. You know I'm a Red Devil, Mike London. It ain't no secret. I'm a Red Devil now.
Okay.
Bradley Toomer went to what school? I'm a Red Devil, but my expectations are high. They don't produce. I'm gonna get on them, but I'm a Red Devil, man. You know. I went 10-3 this week.
You went 10-3. I went 10-3, and Coach went 9-4.
Oh, look at that!
What's the name? Let me down with that Jimmy Dean Discovery.
Hey,
I would have won.
What the final record look like now? We don't caught up then, right?
Well, no, my record 39-24. Your record 38-26. Coach record 38-25. And
I'm
so
in last place.
It's the last week of the game. Are y'all ready?
I'm in last place.
But you got one more week. So tomorrow, Discovery at McKill.
Hey, both of them got sausage put in them. I'm gonna bypass on the game. I ain't picking. Both of them got beat by 40. I don't know who to pick. Y'all pick. I'm gonna try to cheat off y'all.
Is Rue playing? I mean,
I think they got a kid out and McKill do too. So
hey, look what Miss Jones said. I'm gonna let y'all see this right here. Look at that.
Hey, y'all remember 2 weeks ago the top 10 was courtesy of the PG. This was courtesy of the coach. So hey, but yeah, that's a valid point, Ms. Jones. So Discovery McKill.
Hey, I'm waiting on Cole Billy D pick. I'm riding with who he picked because
it's at McKill.
It's at McKill.
I hate to go up my boy. Y'all hesitate. I'm gonna go with man. Hold on, man. Hold on. I'm scared.
Bro, that's a tough game. That is a tough game.
That's the sausage game, man. That's the sausage patty game, man. Both of y'all get beat by 40 in the same week. How do we pick who gonna win? Good Lord.
Coach Wheeling, don't let me down, Coach.
I'm riding Wheeling too, then. Hey, good Lord, man. Hey, I just hate to pick two teams that got sausage put in them, and then they got to play each other.
Oh man, I got Discovery too. Victory on Tuesday night. Victory at Vanguard.
What? Man, where you get these terrible games from?
Hey man, we gotta be across the board, man.
I gotta go with Victory because I ain't heard us talk about Vanguard all year, so I gotta go with Victory.
All right, I like Victory too. Kathleen at Santa Fe.
I'm going for the upset, bro. Hey.
You like Red Devil Nation? Okay.
Red Devil Nation, baby. Don't let me down.
I'm going with Blicker.
Yeah. I
gotta catch up somehow, so I can't pick everything y'all pick.
Oh, no Victory. What's the name? That game counts.
Good.
Vanguard.
Good for us.
Okay. All right. Thanks, Coach, for that update.
Kathleen played Lake Wells Monday senior night. Hey, I'm shooting for a upset, man. It's weird to pick Kathleen over Santa Fe when Santa Fe about the top 3 teams. I'm gonna go with the upset, man.
Well, let's add Lake Wells at Kathleen so
Kathleen
not playing.
Kathleen.
Yeah, I like Kathleen in that one too. All right, right now it's no games on Wednesday unless somebody get added, but right now it's not, so we're not gonna talk about it. On Thursday, Kathleen at Lake. Y'all heard me? Thursday, Kathleen at Lakeland.
We heard you, but hell, I don't want to pick neither one of them.
Oh, okay.
They play too tough, man. I mean, he and them playing good right now, and they beat him the first time. Listen, I tell you what, I ain't going to watch that game after I watched that first one. I'm stay home.
Is Kathleen back at full strength now?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
They was at full strength when they played Lakin the first time.
I thought AJ didn't play.
Huh?
Did AJ play?
He played. He wasn't there. He played though. He left his uniform in the locker room.
Yeah, he played. He dressed.
Oh boy, that's gonna be a good game.
Who was the Night King?
I'm gonna ride with the bell on that one.
That's my Elias.
Man, how many pages he got?
Hey, my boy, you just never know where you're gonna pull up from. Where what you like, Coach? Who you like?
Hold on. Before you pick, cuz we don't run from nobody. Y'all ran from Santa Fe. The hell you mean? Y'all ran from Santa Fe.
That's Kathleen, Coach. That's Kathleen. They play Santa Fe Tuesday.
No, remember Santa Fe asking for a game, and we kept saying, Kathleen, what y'all want to do? And ain't nobody want to respond. And Shaw got on. They told Shaw, don't say nothing, Coach. Be quiet.
They already had the game scheduled, I guess. So, but anyway, they play Tuesday. I get what you're saying. They should have played them twice.
Yeah, they could have played them twice.
So, who you like, Coach?
I'm gonna ride with the bell.
You gonna ride with the bell? Who you ride? You ride with Red Devil Nation, Toon?
I think I picked Red Devil Nation last time, didn't I?
Yeah, you picked Red Devil. I was the one to pick Lakin last time. Y'all both picked Kathleen.
Now you pick Polk. Who? I'm waiting on you.
I picked Lakin already.
Oh.
They full strength now. They at home, so I picked Lakin.
I'm gonna pick Lakeland too. I picked Kathleen last time. I picked Lakeland at home.
Okay. Thursday, Sebring at Ridge.
Ridge.
I'm gonna go with Ridge too.
Yeah, I like Ridge at home. If it's at Sebring, I'd pick Sebring. And the last game, because we got so many games cut short, Santa Fe at Central Florida Christian Academy.
Santa Fe hot
Santa
right
Fe.
now. Santa Fe.
Yeah, Santa Fe hot right now. And we only got 2, 4, 6 games we're picking this week. So to kind of segue into what you were saying, Coach, and PG, and just a conversation we can talk about in the chat also. Starting on Monday, tomorrow, if you go quarantine or a kid get whatever, they mean they're gonna miss district play because districts is next week, not this week coming, but next week. So I know for a fact that Bartow don't have no games this week.
Winter Haven don't either because they're in quarantine,
which was kind of a part of that. So there are teams that are playing. I saw where Coach Hen say Lakeland still need a game for Monday and Wednesday. Do you play or do you sit this week? Because do you run the risk that possibly somebody gets, if they get quarantined, you run the risk of playing JV kids next week? Because Winter Haven might have to play JV kids because they just got put in quarantine, demand victory. So their kids may not be back. So what do? Do you play or do you sit?
I think the helpful thing with Winter Haven and Victory is that they lowered it to 10 days instead of 14. So they may be back by that time, but I don't risk it. I don't play this week. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you got a chance to go deep in the playoffs, I don't play at all. It's not even worth it.
When does Lakeland Christian play Masters Academy? That's a good game if they're gonna play it. Masters Academy pretty good.
But that's just my opinion.
So you wouldn't play?
No, because just imagine playing your district tournament with your JV kids, and maybe you have like the number 1 seed or something, and you get knocked out.
I just think it's a tough one. It's a tough decision because you want your kids to play, but like you said, do you want to take that risk? Because it is a risk.
It is a risk. It's a huge risk.
It's not a risk for other counties because they don't do it the way we do it. So, I think that's important to note that a lot of people don't know that that 10-day rule and that 14-day rule, that's not a state rule. That's a Polk County rule. So you got other counties that just sit that one kid, but everybody not. But what we do in Polk County, they sit the whole team. In other counties, they just do the one kid. So if I got it and coach and PG don't have it, then they sit me and the teams keep playing. So that's the big difference with us in Polk County. Our 10 days, they do it for everybody. They don't do it for everybody. They don't do it for everybody.
You got that text message? Billy D, you got that text message?
Yeah, I got it.
This news, why we be on the air, boy, this stuff be.
Hey, that's a good point, though. I mean, a rapid test. The Monday game was canceled because the kid had a possible case. The AD shut it down, not the team, the athletic director, which, hey, you know, it's different in every school. AD approved the Tuesday game, and then the kid had us.
Right, so we just got this. We just got this update, y'all. Just for us and for everybody in the county, just so you know, as it relates to what happened last week with Arbondale and them not playing the games. So we want to be clear. We get on here, we joke around or whatever. We want to be clear with it. This is what we got. Said Monday a call was made that there was a possible case. Kid was trying to get a rapid test and the AD shut it down. Kid was not able to get the rapid test. So with that, Arbondale could not play on Tuesday. Kid got the call 1:30 Friday. That made us have to quarantine. So it wasn't a situation of, and Arbondale wants it to be known that they ain't running from anybody. But if you get the call from on high, if you get a call from from your AD, you get the call from the front office administration, and you got to follow suit. So that's clarity for Polk Hoops, and that's clarity for everybody out there in on the podcast that's listening.
Neil wasn't scared of no Kathleen. Other words, we ain't scared of no Kathleen. Neil wasn't scared of no Kathleen. That's how he let you know. I ain't scared of no Kathleen, man. Who was Kathleen?
No, Kathleen was on. They were supposed to play on Friday.
I know. I'm telling you, like, I ain't scared of no Kathleen, man. Who is Kathleen, man?
Okay, well, hey, we just listen.
I just beat Bartow. I ain't scared of no Kathleen.
I mean, I appreciate the clarification. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate the clarification, but that's not the only team. You know what I'm saying? There's other teams that's getting canceled. So I understand Coach reaching out to us, and I appreciate that. But just don't think it's you that is directed only at you. You know what I'm saying? It's other teams that have been questioned also. So,
hey, bro, we still talking about Lakeland Christian, and now they got to face. Hey, Blicker, put that sausage in Lakeland Christian for the district championship, cuz. Put that sausage in there for dissing you like that.
Well,
forward it.
Hey, so we saying that y'all saying, Coach, you say don't play. What you say, PG? Play or don't play?
No, I ain't playing. I told somebody today that shit cancel game. I ain't playing. For real. The way this going on, I was like, hey man, y'all want to play this week?
I mean, just imagine now you Arbondale now. All right. So you Arbondale and you get quarantine. Say he get a positive test. So none of them kids can play. So he got to play his JV team in the district next week. And they get beat. You know what I'm saying? He got a great shot at the White House. But now that whole opportunity is thrown away. You know what I'm saying? Just from a positive test, it's not worth it. It's just not worth it. You know what I'm saying? This is the reason why the Mosaic was canceled. You know what I'm saying? To not put all those teams at risk for the district
tournament next week. Especially when you bring in the other team.
Yeah, and that and then, you know what's name didn't play this this weekend. You know, they had the Lakeland challenge when he was going to be doing. They didn't play their games because for the same reason. Which you understand, you coming in from out of county, and so you can understand that. So it's just it's just it's interesting, and it's just whether you choose to do it or not. I just know some people are choosing to play, and some others are not. So it's just I guess it's your preference. You saw on the news that it's a new strand, a new South African strand that they found in Maryland and South Carolina. So it's like it just keep coming up. So it ain't going nowhere. I guess that's the point I'm making. It's not going nowhere no time soon. So
he can make that statement to us and we can understand it. These people on his post ain't trying to hear that. So I hope he's watching that. You tell us anything. You can text us anything, any messages, bro. These people ain't trying to hear that.
Yeah. Well, we clarified it. So once we clarified, like you say, what the chat box and what the people got out there, that's kind of.
Hey, look what bro just said. Little brother said.
Hey, well, so
up again, Zoomer.
So this is the last week of the regular season. Next week is district. So we won't be on next Sunday because next week is the Super Bowl. So we won't be on So Arbondale has made the decision not to play this week, which we agree.
That's smart. I wouldn't play this week.
Yeah. If you can't tell nobody not to play, but I think it's very smart not to play. But you can't knock if a team decide they want to play.
With the season Auburn has had, I would be like pissed off if I had to lose my district because of this situation. Because it could have either been this week instead of last week. So I think that's smart. Like, don't play. You doing the right thing.
Yeah, that's very smart, Coach E. So shout out to, especially with how your AD can be. So that's definitely.
Yeah, and then like Coach E said, once admin come in and shut stuff down, you don't have no control over that. So
the AD and them ADs and them admin, they don't really ain't
RD item. That's smart. Hey, man, you ain't got to explain to us, man. You got these people on these comments at your head. We got the text. Guys say you were ducking people. You got to live with that one, man. You got to live with that one through the season.
So the last thing we talked about it
till you get to the White House.
Super Bowl next week. Bucks. I know who Coach got. Bucks or Chiefs. We all right.
Chiefs.
You ain't even have to hesitate.
Nah, man.
Bucks ain't got a chance?
Yeah, they got a chance. They definitely got a chance. They definitely got Tom Brady. They got a chance. But to go score for score with them, I mean, what do you take away? Cash at me the money, fat mouth. But what do you take away?
You asking me?
Yeah, I'm at like, what do you take away to beat them?
If it's me, I take away Kelsey. We talked about this in the gym. I take away Kelsey because Kelsey moved the sticks. So if it's me, I would take away Kelsey.
I don't know if y'all remember or know. We played them earlier this year in Tampa, and Tyreek Hill lit us up for 200 yards in the first quarter.
No, we know, we remember.
And but that game actually was a one-score game at the end of the day. So we was able to rebound and make it a competitive game. I think the Chiefs got too many weapons. Our best chance is Mahomes actually been kind of hurt like the past couple weeks. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to put him on the ground as much as possible. But Tyreek Hill, bro, he's explosive and he can take everything 6. So he can't have the same game that he had against us. So
somebody just said the Chiefs got 2 tackles out.
But I'm riding with the Bucks all day.
Like I said, if I'm the Bucks on defense, I'm trying to take away Kelsey because he moved the sticks. And if they can do that, then I think they gotta. I mean, they can't go man to man with Tyreek. They see what that got him the first time, but hopefully, I mean, it's easier said than done. It's a whole lot easier said than done, but I mean, the Bucs got a shot, bro. They the first
got
team.
3 offensive linemen. Somebody say the Chiefs got 3 offensive linemen out.
Man, that ain't gonna be good because the Bucs got a pretty good D line with Vita back. Vita make it where you can't double team nobody no more because he's so big. Everybody 1-on-1, and I don't know if the Chiefs can.
How they got the Chiefs favorite with 3 offensive linemen out? That's crazy. How they got a favorite?
That game can go either way, bro. But I just for some reason I just feel like I think the Bucs can get that one. I think the Bucs can pull that. Is it an upset if the Bucs win?
Nah, 3-point spread is never upset.
Yeah, it's the Super Bowl. Ain't no upset at this point, right? And
no.
You can't.
It's been upset when the Giants beat New England and New England was 17-0. That was an upset. A 3-point spread that means it can go in the way.
Is it ever upset on a team that Brady's on?
Yeah, Brady ain't do nothing last week. I'm just saying.
He did enough.
I think
Brady ain't really did nothing. He kind of
3 offensive linemen out. That's big, bro. With the defensive line that the Bucs got.
Yeah, if they got 3 linemen out, that could be a problem, especially with JPP and the Barrett on the coming off the edge. If it tackles out, that might be a problem.
And they say they pass rush out. They best pass rusher out too. They got a lot of issues.
Yeah, and the Bucs better than who that was. The Browns. The Browns gave the Chiefs all they wanted. And they kind of had a good pass rush too. So I mean, if I had to do it,
I don't think the pass rush for the Chiefs really matters because ain't nobody getting to Brady like that. But if Tampa Bay can run the ball, you ain't gonna beat them because that opens up everything else for Brady. If you sit there and make them one dimensional, then you definitely got a chance. That ain't been happening. That happened with Green Bay. Green Bay stopped the run. They just couldn't move the ball because of that front four. They didn't have to blitz. I think they blitzed probably 1 or 2 times. They just front four just got at them.
Yeah, I'm just looking at with the Bucs. I like that they just seem like they done got better each game. You know what I'm saying? Like they've improved each game of the playoffs. So I'm not saying they're gonna. I think if I had to pick a team, I would pick them. I would pick the pick the Bucs.
If the Bucs win the turnover battle, we'll win the game. And that's what's been the difference the whole entire playoffs.
Hey, what I saw defensive wise from the Chiefs against Buffalo, one player ain't go. They put pressure on Allen, but I don't think Buffalo's offensive line is as good as Tampa Bay's offensive line. I'm just trying to figure out why that spread 3 with 3 offensive linemen. Now, how is Kansas City still favored? That's interesting.
I mean, they reigning Super Bowl champions, so everybody gonna say they still got Mahomes.
Their offense. So, all right, fellas. Well, got another one in last week of the regular season. Good luck to all the teams that have decided to play. Hopefully, everybody can.
Hey, before we leave though, since we're not gonna be able to pick some district, they'll be playing district by the time we come back, right?
Yeah, district's next week.
Okay, so I got.
We can jump on one day. It won't be Sunday. We can jump on maybe like Tuesday.
Yeah, I had some picks. I mean, definitely had Santa Fe win the district, Bartow win the district.
Yeah, we can just have it on the off day.
All right,
we can have it on the off day.
Nah, we yeah. When they start the district that Monday or something, we might not, bro. I ain't gonna have no time next week. I'm so locked in.
Not next week. Girls have district next week. Oh well, no, we got district this week.
Yeah, I'm so locked in this week. Yeah, we just gotta ride the boat, bro. Cause I ain't know where I can get on the podcast. I can't get on no podcast again. I cut a meeting short today.
Yeah, we're not gonna next week. That's why I say we won't go next Sunday. So that's why I say maybe Tuesday. We can see. If not, then we can take a week off and just do the actual playoffs. But yeah, we off. We gonna take a break next Sunday for the Super Bowl. So everybody be safe, man. Hope your team win. Whoever you root for.
Coach, got a couple things on my mind before we totally get off.
Yes, sir.
First of all, I want to give a shout out to LBD. We played the number 2 team in the nation yesterday. We came up a little bit short to Mount Verde Academy, but the kids played hard. They was able to play on TV. That's always a great opportunity for Polk County and shed us into that light. So shout out to LBD, Coach Lawson, and the job that he's doing over at Winter Haven. Next thing is like we talked about travel ball a lot last week. We talked about it again this week. I heard some things this week. It actually kind of bothered me because we talked about the 24 kids, and you know, it was a lot of talk about like, hey, you know, these kids should, you know, give Tony Bradley a chance and all play together. So I heard a statement this week basically saying like, oh, my kid's not playing for Billy D because, you know, he liked the press. First of all, I'm a basketball coach. I'm going to put my team in the best position in order to play. You know what I'm saying? If we have to play zone, we'll play zone. We have to play half court, man, we'll do that. You know, I understand that people, when they see my team there, we're known for applying pressure. You know what I'm saying? But at least give some type of credit that we make adjustments. Like, for instance, last year with Winter Haven girls, we wasn't even supposed to make it to state. But people don't realize I'm a man person. We played zone the whole entire playoffs, coach. We played zone because that's what we had to do in order to be in the best position to win. You know, so if you think a kid can't come and play for me because you think we're going to press, you know, I think that's kind of ludicrous. You know what I'm saying? Whatever team that we assemble, we're going to do what's best for that team. If that's pressing, that's what we'll do. If that's playing zone, that's what we'll do. The thing is that we all about development. We all about X's and O's and coaching it and executing. And we're going to do what's best for the program, period. You know, and I would say this to parents, especially when your kid is in high school. You know, that's bigger than Polk County. Make sure that your kid goes to a team that are playing in live events. If your team is not playing in live events, they're not going to get put in front of coaches. So that's the important thing. If your kid is in high school, that they're going to live events, they're playing in front of college coaches. So make sure that you look into the schedule and whatever travel ball team that you pick. All right, make sure that we are making the right decision for the kid when we make these decisions. Okay, we want to put them in the best position possible and not be selfish and, you know, just because my kid can go to this team and put up 40, but y'all losing by 40. You know, make them get better. Make sure that they're going to the tournaments that the coaches are going to be at and they're playing against the competition so they can be able to, the coaches might be there to watch somebody else, but then they see your kid playing against his team. And that's always important. You know what I'm saying? There are more than one travel ball team in Polk County. We're not disclaiming any of them. All right. They're great people and great organizations. Make the best decision for you. So just don't think Tony Bradley is the only high school travel ball team that you have to come to. There are other travel ball teams, and then there's a number of travel ball teams that take care of 8th grade down. And we want to make sure that we encourage, you know, all of those. If y'all are having trials, let us know. We don't mind posting it and putting it on the page. So everybody has an opportunity to play. We're not, you know, being biased that the one that I'm coaching is better than anyone else. Everybody has an opportunity. I just want to clarify that what we do is what's best for the kids in the program. Period. Don't put us in the box because we're not in the box. You know what I'm saying? I've been coaching for a very long time. I've learned from the best, and I don't mind putting my pride to the side. Coach, it was hard for me to play zone last year. That was tough. Tuma, no, I'm not a zone person at all. But you got to do what's best for your team and put them in a position to win. That's what basketball coaches do. So with that being said, I just wanted to clarify that. I do know I did get a text. I know Fill in the Lanes is having tryouts February 6th at the Winter Haven Cultural Center on Saturday from 1 to 4:30 and Sunday from 5:30 to 8:30. I want to make sure I put that out. Coach gave that to me. I want to get that information out. All right, Coach, I'm done.
Hey, Coach, you keep living, you keep learning. You would think that's a new one. I had never heard that one before. I don't even know how to respond to that one, Coach. That's a new one to me.
I mean, I understand, Coach. Like, every time they see my teams, we were pressing, but those are the type of teams that we have. I mean, we were so horrible at offense. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing we did was practice defense. Like, people don't know, like, when we got better is when we got better offensively. We was running sets, getting buckets in the half court, getting buckets in our block plays, baseline out of bounds, sideline out of bounds. That's when we really got better. But, people don't want to give you credit for that. They don't want to give you credit from them transition years when we wasn't good. Nobody want to talk about when I wasn't good and they was getting my head beat in. About running clock one time. You know what I'm saying? So nobody talk about them years right there. So it was a process.
Wow. That's crazy. That's crazy. So, well, shout out to the guys that are doing it. Tony Bradley, Each One Teach One, not Each One Teach One. Fill in the Lane, Lakeland 5. Know them three right off the top that are in season or about to get in season.
It's a good question, Blick asked.
Coach Blick asking you a question, Coach, before we jump off.
Answer, man, question, man. Blicker need to get on coaching staff.
Coach Blicker, right now, tentatively, we're looking at the end of February for trials. We do not like to interfere with, while the kids are in season. So right now, we're looking at the end of February, maybe the last Sunday in February for trials for Tony Bradley. We have a tentative schedule where we're playing the prep hoops circuit, and it's another circuit I can't recall right now. But we are in those live events in Atlanta and other places. So we will definitely be traveling and make sure that our kids are in front of coaches. And I know we'll be traveling to the Midwest also, just so the kids are not only in front of the coaches that are on the East Coast. We want to make sure that we try to get to the Midwest and maybe even out West so the kids can get in front of those coaches also. But we have a tentative plan. Until those are finalized, we're not going to put it out.
Hey, last thing, as far as the Polk Hoop Show, I know a couple of folks asked about it last week. We're going to hopefully be able to put something out by the end of this week. If you want to order one, we really don't even think that would be something that folks would be interested in, or we would have been done it, but we'll put the information out on the page. Appreciate y'all that are showing interest and want to support what we're trying to do for the county, for the kids, and everybody in general. So we'll get that out to y'all by the end of the week. I guess we got to find a neutral color because Coach Billy D don't want to run a red and black. We got to figure something out. So in any event, appreciate y'all. We'll get it out there by the end of the week. We'll put it on the page and get that ball rolling. So, all right, man. Well, I guess that's it, man. We done We done did all we can do. Coach, appreciate you, man. Y'all have a good week, man. Everybody be safe out there. Thank y'all for rocking with us, and Polk Hoops out.
All right, Coach.